Mysteries have always captured our imagination, with their enigmatic nature and unanswered questions. From unsolved disappearances to inexplicable occurrences, these mysteries have puzzled us for years. In this documentary, we explore three of the most enduring mysteries of all time: the Mary Celeste, Roanoke Colony and Voynich manuscript. The Mary Celeste was a British-American merchant ship that was found adrift and abandoned in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872. The ship had left New York City for Genoa, Italy with a cargo of denatured alcohol, but was discovered a month later in the Azores with no crew on board. The ship was discovered by a British ship called the Dei Gratia, which had been sailing from Gibraltar to New York. The crew of the Dei Gratia spotted the Mary Celeste sailing erratically, and approached it to offer assistance. When they boarded the ship, they found it deserted, with no signs of struggle or violence. The ship's cargo of alcohol was still intact, and the crew's personal belongings, including clothing and valuables, were still on board. However, the lifeboat was missing, and the ship's papers and logbook were also gone. The discovery of the abandoned ship sparked a frenzy of speculation and conspiracy theories. Some suggested that the crew had been attacked and killed by pirates, while others proposed that the ship had been targeted by supernatural forces. Some even speculated that the crew had been abducted by aliens. Despite extensive investigations by both British and American authorities, no clear explanation for the abandonment of the Mary Celeste was ever found. Theories ranged from mutiny to foul play to natural disasters, but none could fully account for the strange circumstances surrounding the ship's discovery. One theory that gained traction was that the crew had abandoned the ship due to the presence of fumes from the alcohol cargo. It was suggested that a leak in one of the barrels may have caused the fumes to build up, leading the crew to evacuate the ship in the lifeboat. However, this theory was later debunked, as tests showed that the alcohol was not powerful enough to produce dangerous fumes. Another theory suggested that the crew had encountered a waterspout or other natural phenomenon that caused them to abandon the ship in a panic. However, no evidence of such an event was ever found. Despite the many theories and investigations, the true cause of the Mary Celeste's abandonment remains a mystery to this day. The ship has become a legendary symbol of the unexplained and the inexplicable, and the story of the Mary Celeste continues to captivate and puzzle researchers and enthusiasts of maritime history and mystery. The Roanoke Colony, also known as the Lost Colony, was an English settlement established in 1587 on Roanoke Island off the coast of present-day North Carolina. Led by Sir Walter Raleigh, the colony was intended to serve as a base for English exploration and commerce in the New World. The initial settlers, including men, women, and children, arrived in July 1587. However, the settlement faced numerous challenges, including a lack of supplies and hostile relations with the local Native American tribes. The colony's leader, John White, returned to England to secure more resources and assistance, leaving behind his daughter, son-in-law, and newborn granddaughter. White was delayed in his return to Roanoke, and when he finally arrived in August 1590, he found the settlement deserted. There was no sign of the colonists or any indication of what had happened to them. The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a tree, which may have been a reference to a nearby island or Native American tribe. Over the years, numerous theories have been put forth to explain the disappearance of the Roanoke colonists. Some have suggested that the colonists were attacked and killed by Native Americans, while others have theorized that they may have died from disease, starvation, or exposure to the elements. But it's the more mysterious theories that have captured the public's imagination. Some have suggested that the colonists were abducted by aliens, or that they were transported to a parallel universe. Others have suggested that they may have joined a nearby Native American tribe or been assimilated into their culture. One theory, known as the Dare Stones, involves a series of inscribed stones that were supposedly found in the late 1930s and early 1940s. The stones claim to have been written by Eleanor Dare, the daughter of John White, and describe the fate of the Roanoke colonists. However, most experts believe that the stones were a hoax. Despite the many theories and legends surrounding the Roanoke colony, the truth behind its disappearance remains a mystery. Archaeological excavations of the site have provided some clues, including evidence of English pottery and tools as well as the remains of a fort, but no definitive proof of what happened to the colonists. Today, the Roanoke colony remains one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. The story of the lost colony has inspired numerous books, movies, and television shows, and it continues to capture the public's imagination. While the truth behind the disappearance may never be fully known, the legend of the Roanoke colony will continue to fascinate and intrigue people for generations to come. The Voynich manuscript is a mysterious, handwritten book that has puzzled scholars and researchers for centuries. The book is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish book dealer who acquired it in 1912 from a Jesuit college in Frascati, Italy. The manuscript is believed to have been created in the early 15th century, but the author and purpose of the book remain unknown. The Voynich manuscript is written in an unknown script, and it is filled with illustrations of plants, animals, and astronomical and astrological symbols. The text is divided into sections, but there is no discernible pattern to the content, and the book is not structured like a traditional manuscript. Despite the many attempts to decipher the text, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigma. The book has been studied by some of the world's most renowned cryptographers and linguists, but none have been able to crack the code. The text appears to be written in a completely unique language, with no similarities to any known language. The illustrations, which depict plants and animals that do not correspond to any known species, have also defied explanation. Over the years, a number of theories have been proposed to explain the purpose of the Voynich manuscript. Some have suggested that it may have been a medical text, while others have speculated that it may have been a book of alchemy. Some have even suggested that it may have been created by a group of individuals as a hoax or practical joke. The mystery surrounding the Voynich manuscript has inspired countless theories and stories. Some have suggested that it may contain secret knowledge or hidden messages, while others have speculated that it may have been created by an alien race. The manuscript has also been linked to historical figures and events, including the famous philosopher Roger Bacon and the Knights Templar. Despite the numerous attempts to solve the mystery of the Voynich manuscript, the book remains an unsolved enigma. While many have tried to decipher the text, the book's unique language and content have yet to be fully understood. The Voynich manuscript remains one of the most intriguing and fascinating mysteries in the world, and its secrets may continue to elude us for generations to come. Despite years of investigation and speculation, these mysteries remain unsolved. But their enduring allure has captured our imaginations and will continue to do so for generations to come. These stories remind us that even in our modern world, there are still some secrets that we may never fully uncover.